Hello everyone, this is Anime Heaven X23, and in today's video I am going to be talking about what everyone has been talking about all day, and that is the Switch 2, which was officially completely unveiled. And as you can see from all the headlines, the base system is going to launch for $449. If you get the Mario Kart World Tour game that they started off with, you can get it for $499. That to me is the better deal. I know a lot of people are complaining about the price of like Mario Kart World Tour, and I definitely understand. I really do. Maybe if you make your voices known, maybe Nintendo will drop it a little bit, and if they don't, and you really want to get the Switch too, just buy the bundle with the game. Then then you can always wait till the physical version comes down in price, maybe on like Black Friday. Maybe then they'll have it for like $49.99 or something. And then you could buy it then. But you would have it at launch. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy the bundle with Mario Kart World Tour and Mario Kart World, sorry, and do that, and go from there. And then, so we're gonna hit this one. And this is the announced every game that is announced so far. And as you can see, we got Arcade Archives 2 Ridge Racer, which I thought was interesting. Bravery Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster, which I know is a 3DS game, so it's nice to see that one come out. Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, which comes with all the content. These are games on launch day. And then Deltarune includes chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fast Fusion, which is, was it Fast RMX Racing or where it was on the original Switch? It looks just like that. It's a lot better. It looks really good. And of course, you got Fortnite, Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition, Hogwarts Legacy. Now you'll be able to play the same version as, Xbox Series S, PS4 Pro, and Xbox One X and stuff like that, which will be nice. And then we got Kunitsu Gami Path of the Goddess from Capcom, if I said that right. And you got Mario Kart World, and that looks fantastic. All the stuff you can do in the carts, the boats, the crafts, the flying, everything. And they really upped the creativity in that game. It's the most creativity I've seen them do in a long time in Mario Kart. It looks really, really good. Then we got Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening Complete Edition, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, Rune Factory Guardians Azuma Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Sid Meier's Civilization 7 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Split Fiction, which is getting a lot of rave reviews, Street Fighter 6, which is pretty cool. I know there's rumors that Tekken 8 is supposed to be coming as well, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And then you have Survivor Kids, and you have Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. If you buy the upgrade pass for those games, you can play those games in enhanced visuals, resolutions, HDR, and all that stuff. Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, which looks good. Those are all the launch games. Then we got Tamagotchi Plaza Nintendo Switch Edition on June 27th. Ryudu Remastered The Mystery of the Solus Army on June 19th. Donkey Kong Bonanza, which actually looks pretty neat. First 3D Donkey Kong since Donkey Kong 64. Then July 18th, we got Shadow Labyrinth Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. There's a new take on Pac-Man. Somewhere probably Jamboree. July 25th, No Sleep for Nakami Dante from AI, the Summer Files, Wild Hearts S. That is interesting because that game went belly up under EA. So unless they, I don't know what, that one's puzzles me on that one. Then we got Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Daemon X Machina, Titanic, Scion, which looks really good. It's also launching on the other systems as well. Then we got Drag X Drive, like the wheelchair basketball game, looks pretty cool. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 plus 4, and this is all in summer. The winner, you have Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, looks really good. And holiday, you have Marvel Comic Invasion and Witchbrook. Late 2025, Pokemon Legends Z to A. 2025 but no release date window, Borderlands 4, Elden Ring Tarnished Edition, and the Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. That is all the content plus the Erdtree Tree expansion, its own game. Everything's all together. And we got Goodnight Universe, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Kirby Air Riders, Metro Prime 4 Beyond. Now that was pretty cool because you have a quality of performance, and then there's like a handheld mode. And I know that the one mode is 4K 60, the other one is 1080p 120, and then you have I forget what the dock mode stuff was. And then you get Professor Layton in the New World of Steam, Reanimal, Star Wars Outlaws, 2 Point Museum, and scheduled for next year, Enter the Gungeon 2, Starseeker Restaurant Expeditions, and the most shocking one is Dusk Bloods, an all-new game exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2 from Software, kind of like Bloodborne, you know. And then we got EA Sports. Then we got Madden, Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade, Hades 2, Human Fall Flat 2, NBA 2K25, Project 007 from IO Interactive, the same people who do the Hitman game, and WWE 2K. So that right there is a list of all the games that are to be announced. Dates, 2026, 2025 no release, late 25, spring, summer, and the dates as of right now. Now, what you don't see is you don't see any Xbox games. And I think those will all be announced at the showing that they have in June. There, I think you'll see them announce all the games that are going to come to the Switch 2 besides coming to the PS5. I think that's when I think you'll see that. And also, so we'll go back and see, it shows the other stuff. Then also the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller is going to be, the new one's going to be $79. The camera is going to be $59. And then they announced something else which was really, really cool, is GameCube games. And yeah, like Wind Waker and there's Soul Calibur 2, you know, the F-Zero game. So it's going to be really cool to see what games come in. That's going to be a tier only on the Switch. 2 is online, is where you can access that. You won't be able to access that on the regular Switch. And if they can somehow add Skies of Arcadia on there, maybe the Evolution World games, which are Ubisoft like little basic RPGs, and maybe the Resident Evil games that were out for it, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm definitely interested to see what GameCube games they announce. Maybe Mario Kart and, you know, and stuff like that. Definitely interested. And then the C-Bun was announced as their game chat. It actually looks pretty neat. I like where they're going with that. I really do. And overall, and then you have to make sure when you get SD cards for it, the SD cards that'll work best for it are the ones that have Express on it because of the better transfer speeds and rates. So you want to make sure to get any Express SD cards. And it was nice that you get 256 gig of data to start. But I would definitely get 512 to start if you can. Because, and I think that they said the 256 gig SD card, I think is $54. So these little Express cards are definitely more expensive. And then you got the mouse functionality, which is pretty cool. But overall, the show for this Switch to unveiling, I thought was done well. The Mario Kart World blowout was done well and all that. The specs of the system was really nice. Sorry about that. And then with the tablet has almost an 8-inch screen, 120 frames per second that it can do, 120 hertz. It has HDR, and then with your DLSS to it. And then it'll have 4K. So when you hook it in dock, and it has an extra fan and all that in it, when it is docked, when you hook it up to your TV, you can do your different resolutions. You can do 1080p, 1440p right out the gate, and 2160, which is 4K. So you get all that right out the gate when it's in docked. So I'm very happy with what they showed game-wise at launch, games that are coming. The specs of it, the only thing they didn't say is how much internal RAM it has. But overall, I think the biggest negative is the price of like Mario Kart World. Somehow, some way, they gotta get that price down. They have to drop that price. At least to drop it to maybe like, instead of being like $89.99 for physical, drop it to $74.99. Drop it $15 initially to start. If by the end of that gen it's up to there, then fine. But you gotta drop it. That's, to me, is the only negative. The price of the camera, which is in line with what Sony does for the PS5. The thing that I could think that'll use that is probably going to be Just Dance. For sure. With the price of the systems, the camera, the controller, and all that, I thought were all reasonably priced. The only thing they have to work on is Mario Kart, because Donkey Kong is $69, and Mario Kart to be that much, I think that was the only real negative for me. But overall, I still give it an A, because everything else they hit. But if Mario Kart would be priced maybe at $79 instead of $89, I'd give it an A plus. I'll give it an A because of that. But I would love to know in everyone's comments what your opinion of the show was. The launch day games. Are you going to get the regular Switch at $449, the Mario Kart World bundle at $499? And what else are you going to get? Oh, and also if you're a Nintendo Switch online member or club member, what it is, you can get the GameCube controller, which I might try to get. So you have that as well. So I really would like to know what everyone's opinion is. What would you rate the show? What grade you would give it? What games you're looking forward to the most from third party? And what your hype level was. How did the direct meet or exceed your expectations? Thanks for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good day. Please like, share, subscribe. Take care, everyone. Goodbye, and thank you.